Okay. The operating system that you see in your mobile is iOS, and other mobiles, they use like Samsung and all.
Android option.
Okay, so we have Android, the most common operating system across most of the other mobiles. And when it comes to iPhones, they use iOS, right? Windows is one of the operating systems, and you see in many devices like laptops, desktops, and all, most of the end users, we use Windows operating system. So if you have a laptop, I'm very much sure if it is not a MacBook, then is it a MacBook or?
I will buy today.
Okay, so if you are looking for a normal laptop, usually HP, Dell, Lenovo, all these companies, they use Windows as their operating system, and they also give you some free, Unix or Linux operating system for free along with the laptop purchase. But few of the laptops, they give you Windows as the operating system. Most of us across the different companies, we use Windows operating system, which is from Microsoft. The very first version when they launched Windows, it was 3.1 version of Windows. Okay, long ago, right? We don't need to worry about that history. But whatever that interface now you see these days is either Windows 11 or Windows 10. The current version is Windows 11 is what we have at this point. Okay, so that's about the operating system history, right? And if you buy a laptop, my recommendation, go with Windows operating system only. Nothing but normal laptop. Don't go for Apple MacBook, which is way too expensive. And at this point, you really don't need that kind of a high configuration machine and all. Just go with maybe i5, maybe a 14 gen or a 13 gen i5 processor should be fine. But again, if you're looking for, okay, for your engineering purpose, if you're looking for, let's say if you're, sorry?
i7.
Exactly. If you're going for that, then probably you go with i7, right? The latest one you go with at least a 16 GB RAM or 32 GB RAM. Very much, needed these days because of the softwares we are using. They consume a lot of resources from the computer, right? And you would require MS Office license. I think with that new laptop purchase, you usually get MS Office Home Edition for free for 1 year, right? You can go for that. Maybe after that, if you want to buy a professional edition, you can reach out to us. We'll let you know because we are also Microsoft Authorized Test Center. We can offer the licenses to you. Compared to the online prices, if it is online, somewhere around 6,500 something is the license for the lifetime, but we can get it around 2,000 rupees, the same license. 2021 Professional Edition, MS Office, that is a software. There are, you can actually go for cracked versions also, but I don't recommend that these days. A lot of cyber attacks. You can't trust the cracked versions of the softwares. They can, along with that package, they can include any kind of a virus program also inside. So just, we need to be really careful. If you are installing any kind of a software into the computer, please make sure it is coming from a trusted source. You cannot use any cracked versions. Right, yeah. So now you have some idea about your operating system. What is that we are using? It is coming from, Microsoft Windows. Windows 11 is currently what you're seeing on my screen. But depends on the computer, you may see different kind of operating systems. Okay, there are so many versions of the operating systems also. I've been seeing Windows from Windows 95, if I remember it right, then Windows 98 or something, 97 or something is there. Then Windows Me. There was one edition called Windows ME, Millennium Edition. And then Windows XP. Windows XP used to be there with so much of graphics in it. And after that, Windows XP. Yeah, then Windows 7, I worked a lot. Windows 8.1, Windows 10, Windows 11 now. Different versions of Windows. Yeah. Fine then. So now you have some better idea about what is this operating system. And by the way, who is the CEO of Microsoft?
And for me,
Is he Indian?
yeah,
Okay. Is he from any Telugu states?
I just, um, I just discussed it about few weeks back about,
Satya Nadella.
he's from Manipur.
So I think, yeah, he is from Anantapur, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, I think he's settled down. It's been a long time that he's settled down in USA. Yeah, we are also authorized Microsoft Test Center. Whatever the exam that you write online, right? You get a certificate from Microsoft like this with the signature of Satya Nadella there, and with one unique identification number, right? Certification number and all. So this is my PL 300 Power BI certification, and this is my Microsoft Expert certification. Yeah, OS Expert 365 Office certification. Yeah, so all these things they come with the signature of Satya Nadella, right? And with one unique identification code. Okay, so these are the different certifications. You can also go for the certification if you are interested to earn a Microsoft badge, because once you write the certification, you get a badge, and that badge you can show here like this. Yeah, so this is a Microsoft Excel Expert certified badge. You can keep it on your profile that you're Microsoft Excel certified, right? So different certifications are there. I completed a good number of certifications, okay? I am here today to take you through the overview of the course so that you will get some idea what is that you are going to learn, right? So certification is like an optional one. Currently, the certification fee is 6,000 rupees each certification. You can write up to, any kind of a number of certifications is up to you. Excel certification is there, Word is there, Outlook is there, PowerPoint is there, Power BI is there. So different certifications are there. It's up to you which one you want to go with. But we usually recommend people to go with Excel certification because it adds up so much value to our profile. Because you are just in intermediate, it's kind of an optional thing for you. It's up to you. Whether you may want to go for it or not, that's fine. It's up to you. I'll leave it to you only. But if you are aiming for a job like into data analytics or data science, Excel certification that adds more value. Okay, done. So coming to this course overview, this is MS Office, one of the softwares inside Windows you usually find, and this MS Office is there in Mac also. Mac MS Office looks a little different. That Office version is also different. Okay, so you can, as I said, you can get this MS Office installed at the time you buy a new laptop. If it is coming with a genuine license, great, go ahead and get it downloaded there itself. But if they say any cracked version, if they want to install, say no. Because not recommended. You never know what kind of a virus program can hide inside the cracked version. So it is recommended to go with official MS Office only, right? If you need any additional details, you can talk to the front office, they will guide you. Coming to the certification after this course, if you are interested, let me know. We'll share required material for you and just practice that material. You can easily crack the certification also, right? There is an online examination, right? Okay, so this MS Office is one of the software applications inside Windows. We usually find it, right? And MS Office has so many tools, right? And if you look at in MS Office, you have Excel is there, Word is there, PowerPoint is there, Outlook is there, Access is there. So let me just open my MS Office, Excel. If I go to the account, these are the different tools I can work with. Okay. Yeah. Word, Excel. Any idea what is this? PowerPoint for the presentations. Word is for documentation. Excel is for reports and data management purpose. PowerPoint is for the presentation purpose. Outlook is for emailing purpose, emails. OneNote is to maintain the collaborated notes, and you can write anything there. Literally, it's not like a document. You can write anything. You can draw the pictures. You can write anything there. Publisher is again for the website development and all you can use. Access is for the database purpose. a good 2 GB of data. If you want to create like user forms and all, you can do that. And then Copilot, you would have heard this Copilot by any chance? Okay, Copilot is the AI, application inside MS Office. So these days you hear a lot about AI, right? Artificial intelligence, right? Yeah. So this AI based application inside MS Office or most of the Microsoft products is Copilot.
So what is it about?
Documentation. So whatever the documents that you see, books and all we print, right? The documents we can create, a lot of letters you can create, or any kind of a notes if you want to prepare, you can prepare in Word. Okay. So Copilot is the AI feature inside MS Office. Okay. Done. Are we good so far? Are we okay? Right? You are comfortable with English? Yes? Okay, perfect then. So these are the different tools are there, but most commonly used are the first three: Word, Excel, PowerPoint. We start our sessions usually with Excel. The reason being, in Excel there is so much to learn actually. Word and PowerPoint hardly takes any 3 to 4 days. You will understand. Once you understand Excel, then working with Word and PowerPoint is going to be very easy. Okay. In PowerPoint, we create different kind of visuals, charts and all. Those charts we create in Excel only. Okay. And then we copy paste those charts inside PowerPoint. Right. Word, as I said, it is for the documentation purpose, the different books or letters that you can create using Word. Okay. Word. So these three, we call them as MS Office training program. We have different tools there in Microsoft Office, but these three for our training. Okay, these things only we use for our training. Okay. The rest of the things, as and when this is needed, you can learn them later. This is for the emailing purpose. Once you join a company, you use Outlook only. It's not like a Gmail or Yahoo Mail or Rediff Mail you use Outlook. Outlook is configured with your emailing search. OneNote also, yeah, to some extent for the, the different kind of notes and all, publisher we use. And this one, maybe, just in case if your business asks you to prepare any database application, then you need to use MS Access, Microsoft Access, right? This is for the database purpose, DB. Okay. So for this training, we have these three tools. Clear? Right. So let me take you through the overview of this course. What all you will learn. First of all, we start with Excel. In Excel, there are so many features actually. You see, different ribbon tabs there, sheets there, different features are there. So many features, right? We keep it simple for you. The reason being you are not learning this one, maybe if I understand it right, you want to get a fair understanding about these tools, right? We can actually create one ERP tool using Excel itself. So at this level for you, it is way too complex for you to understand. User forms you can create, programming you can do with Excel. We don't take you up to that level. Once you join a company, then you will understand more about, the importance of Excel and what kind of automations you can do and all. So that point in time, you can learn later. Okay. But for now, the way we are going to, take up this training is we take you through all the important features of Excel. A good number of things are there in Excel itself, right? So many complex formulas you can write. Yeah. So I asked you a question, right? What is your percentage in maths, right? If I want to solve this, you said 144 and the total score is 150, right? And if I do a simple division and it tells me that you got 96%. So these kind of calculations is like very easy. And let's say a student got 90, where the cutoff is only 40. I want to check whether the student is pass or fail. I can do something like this. If the value, if the student score is greater than or equal to the cutoff score, then I want to say pass, else I want to say fail. You see that student is pass, but what if the student gets only 10 marks? Then fail. So these kind of logical things also possible, right? Let's say you have a few numbers, something like this, okay? And you want to find out the average of it. How do we do that?
Some of the
Exactly. You can take the sum is this, and then count is this. And if I do this by this, then this gets me an average, right? But instead of that, directly I can write an average formula. You see, all these formulas are built in. I get the same output. Okay, writing Excel formulas is easy, but for that you need to learn a little, what do we say, introduction about the formulas. What is a formula, how to read it and all. So this would take about a good 15 hours to learn Excel. And then after that, 5 days of every day you'll have to do the practice. After the session, maybe like a 1 hour or maybe 1 hour plus, you need to do the practice here itself in the lab, and then you can leave. We are planning for your sessions. Like today, I've requested like little late because I'm here to just give you the overview. What is that? And tomorrow onwards, Swaroop sir will be there and he will be taking you through the Excel concepts and then Word and PowerPoint. Okay. So I'll just take you through the entire thing. Then you will get a fair understanding. And tomorrow onwards, I think they are planning it for from maybe 10:30 to 12 or 11 to 12:30, somewhere around that point only. You're comfortable only, right, with this time? Because I also got to know you need to come all the way from Bachupalli. I think this would take about, are you taking metro? So you need to come to Nizam Pit, I mean JNTU station.
40 minutes.
Easily 40 minutes while going back. Are you carrying your lunch box or no? You will go back home and have it? Then yeah, maybe 1:30 around if you start back, let's assume. By 2:15 you should be able to reach your home. Yeah, that should be okay, right? Fine. So first of all, we start with Excel. In Excel, I'll give you a few small tasks today, just to get some idea. That's it, okay? You don't need to do much. And then once we are done with these sessions, then we'll move on to Word and PowerPoint, okay? The thing is, you can also continue in our regular batches, just in case if you are interested to learn more and more. Okay, you can also join that batch, right? So initially we start like this, and soon I think we'll increase the timing also. Maybe you need to come a little early, maybe around 9:30 or so. Within this 1 month, you should be good with all these tools. Done? Right. So yeah, once we are done with these things, and by the way, your sessions will run from only from Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday, it's up to you if you want to come down here, practice, or otherwise there will be weekend batches for the working professionals. You can join along with them to learn the different concepts. Okay. But for now, if you can come in around 11 o'clock should be fine. So the front office will inform you the timings and all. Done. So once you are done with these Excel sessions, then we'll move on to PowerPoint and Word. You know, it's like very easy to learn PowerPoint and Word because Word, as I said, it is for the documentation purpose. It's more about typing a lot of content and creating, different types of documents. Okay. Right. These days, we also have that Copilot. I told you, right? Copilot is the AI, exactly, AI feature inside Microsoft products. I can write something like this. I want to write a leave letter to my class teacher, right? Due to illness. Okay. My name is, let's say, yeah, Kishore. My teacher name is Prasad. I am into 9th class. Okay. I need a leave tomorrow. Okay. You see that? It's able to create that leave letter, requested leave due to illness. Dear Prasad sir, I hope this message finds you well. I'm Kishore from 9th class. I'm writing to inform you that I currently unwell, unable to attend the school tomorrow. Insert the date, right? Due to my illness, I would appreciate kind understanding, blah, blah, blah. Thanks. Keep it. That's it. Your letter is ready, right? These kind of features are now integrated inside MS Office. Copilot is the name, right? Copilot is not a direct feature. You need to have, what do we call? Microsoft 365 admin account to use this, okay? But these are like very interesting features. You can just simply ask questions and you can get these outputs, right? If you really need to type this letter, it will take at least a 1-2 minutes, depends on your typing speed, but you are able to generate it in 10 seconds. Just ask it and it will generate a letter for you, right? That is Copilot. Like you would have heard ChatGPT. Yes. What is it? DeepSeek. DeepSeek is there and so many other AI based tools. Similarly, Microsoft products have Copilot. Copilot. This is our AI. What does that say? They say something. It is our AI. Power of AI. So they named something else. Okay, that's fine. So basically, all those things with the simple prompts, you can get a solution there. Okay. In Excel also, you can use that Copilot tool. Okay. There is something called how to integrate, ChatGPT inside Excel. That is also possible, right? So Word, as I said, it is for the documentation. Excel is for the data and the reporting purpose. And the last one is PowerPoint. You see this Copilot is asking create a presentation, right? I want to create a presentation. Let's see what all it can create for us. Need to create. What is your favorite topic? Cricket. Need to create a presentation on IPL, Indian Premier League. Type some wrong spellings there. That's okay. Create a 5-slide presentation about the format of IPL matches. Okay. Generate the slides. It's taking a bit time. Usually it runs fast only, but yeah. Yeah, here we go. See that you can directly go for a presentation, right? I didn't do much, right? I just said this is what I wanted. So it's about the format of the matches, right? Agenda for IPL overview, agenda for this, league format, playoffs, and rules and regulations. See that overview of the IPL, IPL introduction, history and inception, terms and franchises, right? You see that match types and scheduling, right? Playoff matches, finals, right? Qualifying criteria, playoff structure. So all these things, we didn't do much. Just like by asking a simple question, we were able to, generate all these things along with the relevant pictures. To design the same thing earlier, how much time it used to take? So much time, at least 1 to 2 hours in gathering the data and then putting it together like a structure and then, yeah, generating presentation with the relevant images, right? All those things. Yeah. So this is how we can do. This is possible with Copilot. Okay. There are so many other tools in the market these days, just not only Copilot. These AI models, most of the companies have started working on it. So let me show you one more interesting thing. So we have a subscription for that, Gamma. This is another interesting AI-based tool. So we try to cover all these different things, like, not only just the regular ways of working with Excel, Word, and PowerPoint, you can also learn AI. These things I personally cover in your last couple of sessions, but I'm just showing you an overview. Most of the people think MS Office means only Excel, Word, PowerPoint, and we need to enter some data, create the reports and all, but with the AI features, you can do so many better things these days. I want to create a new presentation and I just want to, any other topic that you like.
Um, Sports or something.
Anything that you like. About your subject, sports, cooking, passion, hobbies or anything. Reading books. Create a presentation on the importance of reading books. 8 cards, generate outline. Right? Ready? And we can apply a theme. I want to go with this theme and generate. See that the way it creates a presentation, the power of reading books, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Once we're ready, just go here, export this as a PowerPoint presentation. Okay, our presentation is ready. You see that? Power of reading books by Team Excelytics, right? Relevant images. What are the benefits? Enhanced memory, vocabulary growth, problem solving, brain structure, right? Mental health advantages, right? Social development. You see that? With relevant images, everything, it's able to create it just in what? Matter of 2 minutes. These kind of tools also now present. So we'll cover all those things along with your MS Office training. You can go with any traditional way of training also, but the problem is if you learn only the traditional way, the world is moving at a very high speed these days. No one has time, right? So if you want to compete with the same speed, then you will have to learn all these different techniques, right? You just need to gather some data around it and just ask the right kind of questions, and you generate all these presentations in matter of seconds. You got the point? So what is that AI feature inside Microsoft products? Copilot. And other AI features that you know? ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Kroger, okay. So the different things, okay. Fine then, now you got some idea about what is it you're going to learn, right? And I think your father also requested for C and C++, right? Once you are done with these course, yeah, focus more on these things because these things a lot to learn here itself, right? In these tools. And once we are done, then we'll move on to the C and C++. And I'll have so many other institutes here, we'll refer you there. So maybe towards the end of this program, if you are okay finding it comfortable to learn this and see also parallelly, you can try that out. But initially, just give it some time for you to practice this MS Office itself because this also has so many things to learn, right? Especially the data analysis related pivot tables you will learn, conditional formatting things you learn, and so many other topics are there, right? Okay, got some idea?
Yeah.
Right, okay, perfect then. Yeah, I would like to take you through a little bit of analysis related also. Of course, all these things you can randomly create any point, matter of seconds you can create all these things. Letters you can generate. Let me show you one of those things, something like data analysis purpose. You would have seen these kind of things. Like a dashboard, right? You can apply these slicers to find out what's happening in our data. Okay, so these things we will learn as part of our pivoting and data analysis session. We'll take you through how you can turn this raw data into a meaningful dashboard like this. Okay, you can easily find out what's happening in your business, right? You see the profit trend. Tell me, looking at this is profit trend chart, okay? If you look at this, definitely you should be able to, okay, all of us, we get a question on something. Can you ask what is that? What is it? Graph is going down. Yes. Looks like this is not a great sign for the business because the profits are going down. Of course, we see a lot of fluctuation. Fluctuations are quite expected. That's okay. But overall trend, if you see, that is going down. And how to prove it, just by adding a trend line. All those features are there. Just do a right click and, you want to add a trend line. That's it. You see that a trend line is in the declining, right, manner, right? That's not a great sign to the business. And any other question you are getting? Let's say you are the business owner, okay? They are your profits. Yeah, look at the chart and you should get a question somewhere on something. No questions?
No constant.
Right. Profits may not be constant. That's okay. Yeah. Any other questions after looking at this chart?
Um,
Right. That is one thing. Yes, it's then downfall. Okay. I'll tell you one thing. I'll give you a clue. This is your money. These are your profits.
Year by year.
Right. Decreasing. Okay, I agree. Are you not looking at the chart? Are you not getting a one more question? You should get a question. That's your money, okay? Whatever the money that you see that comes to your pocket, right?
That's the money profit.
That's your profit. That's your profit, right? Look at that. Think about from the business owner standpoint. You are the owner of this business. That is your profit. That's your money, and you should get definitely a question. Something went wrong.
Yeah, see
Where?
in 2010 months.
2010 March. Perfect. Yeah, when you look at that, that's your money. And how come, it's like way too less. How much? It's very much close to zero, right? In that month, the profit is only 1,117. Way too less, right? 2010 March, right? Now you see the advantage of dashboarding. If you look at the raw data, you don't know what exactly happened there, right? But with the help of dashboarding 2010 March, what happened? Furniture on the negative side in the profits, nothing but these are losses. So something went wrong in the furniture. If I click furniture, you see it is showing only furniture data. And furniture in chairs and tables, they got huge losses. How much? A good 8,000 loss, right? Okay. And in that month, whatever we sold in the furniture, books and chairs and bookcases, whatever, we sold them for the losses. You see that? Only a couple of products. 1, 2, 3, 4 products. We got the profits. Rest everything is a loss. We sold them for loss. Where we sold them for the loss, like we almost sold everywhere in the loss only. North has the highest loss. So I can check with the North manager. Who is North manager? Neil. Perfect. You see that? Once I analyze the situation, I can find out the root cause, why it is way too low. And then I can pick up the person who is managing that region and ask the questions like, why did you get the loss there? Why we had to sell all of them at a, for losses. You get the point? So this is the advantage of a dashboard. So to run this dashboard, there are different pivot tables running in the background. You will learn this skill also, how to analyze the data, right? Once you are okay with all these things, then one thing you can show here itself as a dashboard in Excel itself, but otherwise you can also copy paste these charts into PowerPoint to present like a presentation, to create like a presentation. Done?
Yeah.
Are we good? Yes? All right. Any questions on this so far? How to create, anyways, we'll show you step by step. Okay? But you got some idea, right? This is what you usually see, like if you are searching for any content, okay, online. Let me just try that because whenever I also search, I get those ads a lot, okay? YouTube. Excel dashboard. 100 reports, okay? The moment I do that, right, I get this kind of an ad. Like, you see that? You would have seen these kind of ads, right? You can easily integrate AI, blah, 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 and you can create dashboards in 15 minutes. So understand one thing, okay? Anyone can.
Is it possible to create stunning Microsoft Excel reports just like this in less than 2 minutes? Even if you are a basic user or...
I'll tell you one thing. Less than 2 minutes, yeah. When your data is well structured like this, everything is properly calculated, no data issues are there, then we can create these kind of things in just like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But the problem with the real-time data is not always clean. The data comes with so many issues. There we need to spend so much time. So, what they usually say is that it's quite easy, that you can do anything and everything. Of course, it may be easy, but if your data is clean. But usually in the real time, the data can't come in a clean format. You need to do a lot of data transformation. So that is a skill you will learn here, right? Yeah. So I just showed you, right? Creating a presentation is matter of minute, maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes. Just you prompt it and you ask. But to validate the data, whether did it give us the right numbers or not, these kind of things will take some time, right? Yeah, so these are the skills you're going to learn as part of MS Office. Excel, Word, PowerPoint, along with AI capabilities with the help of Copilot, ChatGPT, and Gamma. Right, we mentioned all those things. And tomorrow onwards, your sessions will start 11 to 12:30 is what we are planning. Maybe 11 to 12, somewhere around that 1 hour, 15 minutes, something. And after that, 1 hour, maybe you need to stay here and practice in the lab, right? So for today, tomorrow onwards.
I mean, the extras.
Extra hours, practice you can start from tomorrow onwards. Like once the session is over, the material files and everything will come to you. Open the same material and whatever is discussed for that day, try to practice it.
Yes.
It's like if you are a quick learner, if you can learn it in half an hour, then after that you can leave. Right. But my recommendation, at least spend 1 hour on the practice itself. Maybe 11 to 12, if we take the session, then you need to 12 to 1, you need to practice it. Right. If just in case if you get any doubts or something, staff will be there. You can ask them and they will clear your doubts. Right. So you got some idea, right? The entire overview. I think yesterday your father said it was a auspicious day to start off your learning. So that's the reason we just arranged and kind of a demo, like what all will be there. But it is more a detailed oriented, session for today. Now you have some idea about what is the operating system and which package we are using here, right? MS Office we are using, and I am using Microsoft 365 account. There are different versions in MS Office. Microsoft 365 we see. 2024 Office is there. 2021 is there. Yeah, 19 is there. 16 is there. 13 is there. 2010 is there. But if they're like very old ones, my recommendation at least to have 2019 version of MS Office. 2019 version is good for this training program. But as anyways, you are going for a new laptop purchase.
2021.
Yeah, 2021 is also good. Office 2021 is good. But just in case if you get Microsoft 365 account, then that comes with only 1 year. Every 1 year you need to go for a renewal. Okay. Questions? You're okay so far? Perfect. Do one thing. Okay, you don't have a laptop to practice, right? Yeah. Then you can do one thing. I'll just ask, there are a few people who are actually preparing for the jobs here. They will be here only. I'll ask any one of them to show their work. I gave them a task to create a dashboard. They'll just show you what all they did. Okay. Not necessary that you need to learn everything today. It will take some time. Once you get your laptop, are you going to buy today or tomorrow?
Today.
Today, right? Okay. So once you are ready with your laptop, I'll share the material files with you so that you can start practicing. For today, just watch what is that they created. Right? Fine then. Any other questions for you from your side? All okay? You're from?
I'm from Thailand, West Coast.
Tadepalli. Which college you are from?
Marches.
You study here only? Okay. You study here only?
India studied there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, one yesterday.
Okay, okay.
Marches.